These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the New Orleans Saints. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
What's up? Come on. 58. Yo, 80. So we got man. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Let's get the ball. Red 80. 10. Under 10. 10. Hello, 80. Reset.
Darnold on first down. And Walker has it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
You can't block me. Out. Check 24. 44, Mike, 44. Red 80. Both balls to Mike. Mike's both.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And the pressure gets to him again.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Fielded just inside the 20. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Patriots take over.
Ready? 15 line. 15 line.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line. It's the tight end. It's your wide receivers. Everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job. They'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
Yeah. 53 at the mic. Tackle.
Go.
53, Mike.
Ready?
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means
the Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Whip. Watch the whip.
49, check 49, check 49.
Here's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you could hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Watch the eye.
6-6, pull it high.
Following the fumble recovery, Walker gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11.
Go! Hey, Delta!
Second and 11. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Ratley, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here. 2nd and 3.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
58 to Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Red 80.
58. Right over there. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58. Right there.
Red 80.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Tight dog. Check.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taken in at the 22. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Our first update now comes from Atlanta. And it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey.
On 2nd down now. Barkley, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd down, Brooks. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
1st down, New England.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant. 5. Check 3. Big grip.
On 1st down, Walker. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And it should be the final play before the quarter ends.
X3, 218, chopper. Small.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Check the outs. Check the outs.
80 weapon. Get it.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with the tackle.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Walker into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And Darnold, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. So the big oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
58, boy, 58, 58, Mike. I'm coming.
The Patriots will take their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
44, Mike, 44. It's a party now.
Darnold from the gun. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. And taken right on the 30. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. 60 or.
Check curls.
Ready.
A first down carry for Barkley. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 16-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that second level and third, and that's what they were able to exploit.
Ready.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, let's get him. Let's go.
To throw is Walker. Throwing on first down. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Saints take over.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Fofo's the mic. Mike's Fofo. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. 44's the mic. 44's mic. Check. Here we go.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. Going deep for Walker. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Fielded at about the 28. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Go!
Check nine. He's crashing.
Hey, Sam off!
They begin with a run by Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
60 outlaw, 61, matchbox, lights. Go!
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Walker will get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And the Patriot 1st down.
Let's go now. 90, Wolf.
Check. 53's Mike.
Topper.
Shit. Hey, watch it. Wide. Get wide.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Elsewhere on the NFL scoreboard in Dallas. Early lead in that one for the Packers. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Walker, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Yep. Hey, orbit.
Back to throw. Walker. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lucas. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Let's go! Let's go!
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Derek Barnett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Hunter Henry brings it in. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Going for the deep ball. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
Sets up 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down in the backfield. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This is fielded a couple yards deep. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll try the left side. It's Brooks. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready, ready.
I'm coming! Check it out, Reed!
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber! Hey, Haywood!
Here's the mic. I'm here all day. I'm here.
Blue draw Corkers. Now.
On 1st down, Barkley always got some breathing room. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 47 yards on the ground.
And a Patriot first down.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now. Ready.
Looking to throw. Walker. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hey, Charlie.
90 in the mic. Tighten up, tighten up.
Protein spill. Back. Let's go.
Back to throw. Walker. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check Mike.
Walker, off play action. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here comes the Saints punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go to Barkley again. Well, he shifts past him. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
They'll run on first down. It's Brooks, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On second and 12, Walker. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Walker. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
McCaffrey following the penalty. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Samson Ebukam in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Returnable here from the 38. "35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Around the NFL, 3rd quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Here's Walker throwing to start the drive. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Here we go.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Red 80. Watch twist.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. You got nothing today. You got red 80. Watch twist. Watch the twist.
Back to throw, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, foxtrot.
Let's go one more. 44's the Mike. 44's the Mike. You better bring it.
Now it's Darnold. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down.
Hey, Delta.
1st down, Patriots.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. Going for it all. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready? 50-60 Pittsburgh.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple. Now Walker on 3rd and 2. A little juke. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Set, ready? 10-2 saw. Not here. Go.
Back to throw. Walker, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Now he's got it. They'll give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal.
Check. 56
on travel.
Check 56. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Hatch it. 56. Mike, 56.
Hey.
56. I got him.
And Barkley will try to punch it in, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Right over the lady. Mike, 58, right there. Who that? Who that? Hey, 58 is a Mike. Go 58 is that.
And here we go on fourth. Darnold. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
I'm on. No.
Five.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Samson Abukum, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Darnold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brings up third and 10.
58. We're going to sign. 58 to Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Red 80. 58. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58. Right there.
One last throw down for Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots.